It goes without saying that the cinema from the southern part of India has gifted us some path-breaking films. A fraternity that comprises of some of the most creative minds in the world of cinema has brought to life some incredible stories that have left us awestruck. And today, let's take a deep dive into the world of Trance, a Malayalam film starring Fahad Fasil and Gautam Vasudev Menon, which is not a path-breaking film but definitely deserves to be credited as a monumental piece of cinema. Viju Prasad is a motivational trainer who is close to being broke and is continuously hustling to succeed in his life. In a series of events, Viju gets the opportunity to become not just a motivational speaker, but the face of a business that will flourish by exploiting religious sentiments of the general public. Viju agrees to embark on this journey of fame and success that further leads to his self-destruction. We will talk more about the story and the acting prowess of Fahad Fasil later in this video. But first, let us take a brief moment to applaud the beautiful cinematography and the enthralling background score. I believe that these two aspects play a crucial role in setting up the tone, vibe and pacing of a film. And I have to say, Trance will leave you mesmerized as the movie reflects the intelligent choices of the makers when it comes to complementing the visuals with the music, and that too with impeccable timing. And when you have someone like Rasool Pukuti taking care of the sound mixing, you can rest assured that you won't be disappointed. Now let's talk about the distinctive structure and visual references used in the film that eventually results in its thought-provoking storyline. The movie follows a 4-act structure with the first 30 minutes serving as a prologue dedicated to establishing the world of Viju Prasad with the help of various elements. For example, everything that happens in the film is literally the juxtaposition of this quote written on the entrance of Viju's house. The sock with a hole, an old wristwatch, and a dirty mirror signify his current dilapidated state of living. The shot of Viju sitting beside the window of a chawl in Mumbai after he leaves his home depicts his loneliness. All these elements together ensure that the viewer receives a proper welcome into the world of Viju. In the first act where he is invited for the interview, the paintings on the walls give us the hint that finally God has granted his wish to succeed. And yes, he is going to take the path of God. And later we realize that this is exactly what is going to happen, but with a twist. The film continues to throw many more such visual cues in a brilliant way as we proceed with the story. Now in the second act we witness a complete transformation of Viju into Pastor Joshua Carlton. Not just from the outside but also from the inside. He has now entered into a completely different state of mind and is radiating oodles of confidence like never before. And this is where we start talking about Fahad Fasil's commendable performance. As the film continues, Viju's character arc gets a major modification. In order to escape from his remedies, he accepts the offer to walk on the path of God to seek salvation. But all the fame and power corrupts his mind as he starts equating himself with someone who can heal the wounds of others without actually dealing with his inner conflicts. He gets tricked into following this as his path to salvation, which takes a detour to the path of self-destruction. Now it is a daunting task to portray this emotional journey. In fact, there are scenes where Viju is smiling but his eyes are portraying his real feelings of confusion, anxiety and dilemma. It is definitely not easy to maintain such an ironical expression, but Fahad Fasil's performance in the film shows his complete dedication to this character. A quote that says, "Let the eyes do the talking," is something that perfectly fits for this actor. At some instances, his performance looks so effortless that you are compelled to ponder about the level of prep work that the actor must have gone through to achieve such perfection. The scenes where the pastor takes control of the crowd require high-octane energy to justify his magnanimous influence, and Fahad Fasil once again does a fantastic job. In the end, this movie turns out to be a brief social commentary on how the power-hungry take advantage of our religious sentiments and turn our faith into a business model. We are also reminded about that old saying, "God helps those who help themselves." It is absolutely essential for anyone to first feel confident about facing their own fears. In fact, the final dialogue in the film itself covers this idea by saying that God will never solve your problems, but will definitely give you the courage to face them. I would like to say that I thoroughly enjoyed watching this film. It was definitely not an ordinary experience, and I kind of regret that I didn't watch this movie in the theaters. Trance is available for streaming on Amazon Prime Video, and I highly suggest that you watch it. Trust me, there are moments which you probably would have never expected from an Indian film. I hope you liked this video, and in case you did, please do hit the like button and let me know in the comments your thoughts about Trance and of course about this video. Till then, my name is Parush. This is the 70mm show. Long live cinema.